Hello everyone, I'm not going to waste any time in this video. In this video, I'm going to be going over the best offers and pricings for your agency or your SMAGA. I recommend everyone to start an SMAGA. If you guys haven't already, go watch my video on what SMAGA is and how to set up and start your SMAGA agency. But this offer and pricing works for any sort of agency that provides any sort of marketing or AI services. So let's get straight into it. In terms of the offer in itself, these are going to be the three most important categories: the guarantee, the value time scale, and so basically how long it's going to take for you to get that initial sort of value, or how long it's going to take for them to see the results, or even in terms of guarantee, and finally the pricing. So number one, we're going to start over with guarantee. Like I said, I want this video to be as quick as possible. So we're going to start with a guarantee. Here are the top three guarantees that I like to use. Of course, the different guarantees work depending on where you are in terms of, like your journey. If you're beginning, certain guarantees work better than others, but if you've gotten started and you have revenue coming in, other guarantees are better than the other that sort of thing, especially when you have a team. So let me get into number one: get X in the next 30 days or you don't pay. Of course, that's used quite a lot. A lot of people say this: well, you're going to get 10 new clients in the first 30 days or you don't pay. That's sort of like a normal approach, right? I like this one because it lets them know that they're going to see the results, so they don't pay anything. That's a good one to start off with. I'll recommend anyone starting out to use this one, just so that you can gain that experience yourself. Say, for example, you're running ads. Doesn't mean that you pay for the ads, by the way. Don't pay for anyone's ads. It's just a thing where, they have a clear understanding, that if at the end of the 30 days, you don't achieve the goal or whatever, they don't have to pay you, right? But they, of course, they still spend the ad spend, so don't get tangled up, guys. Ad spend is not included in your management fees. And I see a lot of people make that mistake, that they say, okay, pay this and the ad spend is along with that. No, you want to set up the ad spend, on their account directly. You want to make sure you do that. It's very, very important. Next, we go on to achieve goal, or work for free until you do. Right, that's a very good one. If you want to lose less, essentially, initially, it's a very good one. I've used this quite a lot as well. So, say for example, I'll get you 10 new clients in the next 30 days. If I don't, I'll work for free until I do. Which gives them that reassurance that you're going to bring them the results. Which is a good thing. Of course, you have to know what you're saying to a good level as well for them to, trust what you're saying. But it's a good one, to give them that satisfaction and give them the understanding, what you're doing as well. So in terms of the final one, if you don't get X in the next X days, we pay you. So this is more advanced one. Most likely agencies that already have, like say revenue coming in, that if they, for example, they don't achieve that goal, they're able to pay the person back and things like that as well. So this sort of offer, it's mainly when you know exactly what you're doing and you know that you can bring in those results. I don't want anyone new running this sort of offer that you pay someone if you don't achieve the results, because the people that run these sort of offers, including myself, sometimes I normally run the middle one, but sometimes when I do run this one, right, you have to be sure of the niche, you have to be sure on the ads, you have to be sure on everything that you're going to achieve the goal. So this is basically showing how serious you are and how sure you are that you achieve the results. And if you are, go for it. But if you're not, just stay away from this one as much as possible. Stay away, guys. Stay away. I'd rather you focus on these two, where, especially as beginners, these two will be great. Stay away from this one as a beginner, but it's a very good, method that allows them to understand that, you're there for them. And even if you don't achieve that, you pay them a certain amount instead, and they don't pay a refund, So that's a good approach. So in terms of the next one, we have value time scale. So how long is it going to take for them to see value, right? In SMAGA, we actually run automations like AI automations, like chatbots and things like that. So they see value relatively quickly. I'll say first 14 days minimum. So they see that in terms of automation systems anyway. But there can also be a guarantee in terms of the ads as well, depending on what needs to be done. So guys, another thing I'll say is, you want to have a reasonable time scale. If you believe you can get 20 clients in the next 14 days, you can say that, but you want to leave yourself as much room, right? So say, for example, you can get 10 clients in 14 days, say 28 days. give yourself as much room as possible. So even if you don't achieve it in the first 14 days and you're using, say, for example, this offer, you're not wasting time here. And then, that extra 14 days could have got you that extra 5 clients that you needed to close everything out, basically. So that's what I'll say to you guys. Make sure you have the right time skills that work effectively. I would say as well, right? If you're running automations, they're going to see, value relatively quickly. So in SMAGA, that's why I say it's very, very good that we actually build automations as well and use that experience, because it just gives them that upfront value. Like, okay, I've paid this amount, you've built me a chatbot. Now I also want clients, and you can bring in clients at your own convenience as well. So they see that value straight away. And a lot of agencies, that's where they go wrong. They show value over a longer period of time, and there's no time to waste. You want to show value as soon as possible, so they know you mean business. So that's value time scale. You have to be very, very effective with this. Make sure you choose the right time skills. Make sure, because if you don't choose the right time skills, you're going to put yourself under a lot of pressure. If you tell someone, well, we'll get you your first 100 clients in 7 days, well, you know, especially if you don't have the right funnels and everything like that, yeah, and the ad spend is like £500 or something, yeah, you're just gonna be wasting a lot of your time, and you're gonna be wasting their time, especially when they see it as like they're giving you opportunity. You don't need to position it like that. Just say, look, I know what I'm doing. I want to give you the grace and I want you to have that satisfaction that you can trust me. So I'm doing this offer for you, rather than please, I need a client, please, because they're just going to see themselves as a test dummy, and no business or nobody wants to be a test dummy, of course, that you don't know, of course, as well. So just make sure that you do that effectively. In terms of pricing, of course, I actually put some of the pricings I use just to show you guys the direct value, because I know a lot of people on YouTube, they say different numbers and things, but I'm actually showing you some of the pricings that I use in terms of services, right? So here we have, YouTube lead generation plans and pricing, lead generation plus landing page, social media management, and setup, right? This also includes for the ads as well, of course. For the ads, this is the main thing, is for running ads for YouTube, right? But also, I also throw in their social media management from a base level, as well as set up if they don't have one already. Like, say some people don't have Facebook, set that up for them, repost their content on there, that sort of thing. Just adding extra value that way. Of course, lead generation, landing page creation as well. So when you're running ads, you want a landing page that people can go to and get free information or more information. So we also help them create that. Here, the next one then goes on to everything in the first plan, plus the sales funnel, like a good, solid sales funnel, as well as lead automation or chatbot. Website creations is in there as well, as well as appointment setter, just to bring that extra value. You want to show as much value as possible, without leaving yourself out to dry. You don't want to be spending all the money that they're giving you. You want to have enough profit margin as well. So I would say the reason I say lead automation or AI chatbot is so they can pick between the two, because naturally you want to get paid for building it regardless, so that's why I put that in there. And then the final one is just everything, everything in this one, everything in this one, but you also get AI chatbot, website creation, as well as the lead automation system as well. So moving on to the AI automation pricing, we have 997 for the custom AI assistant. That's just for the AI assistant for the website. Let me move this in closer. So that's for the custom AI assistant directly as well. 24/7 support. I'm not going to go through all of the details. This for the assistant. I also have here as well, there's monthly. So if you want maintenance improvement, £300, 1.3 k for maintenance improvements, and one new automation system a month. And then for advertising as well, 2,000 monthly. So everything as a whole, right? So it just gives them that extra value there. Just lead automation, 1,500. Everything will be run, same sort of setup in terms of the maintenance. And then finally, both of them together, basically at a discount, like £500 basically. And then the maintenance improvements, everything like that is here as well as the enterprise package, where they can say what they want, and then we just work accordingly with them, essentially. I don't know what's going on there. Then we go over to the Facebook lead pricing plans. Give me a sec. Facebook leads price relatively same to the to the YouTube, sorry, but it's of course significantly less. Facebook is relatively more straightforward in that sense. Of course, you know, you have to still have the skills, but it's more straightforward, and YouTube is very complex, and YouTube is naturally more expensive. Facebook ads are not as expensive as YouTube ads, so I tend to like reduce the price in terms of Facebook ads so people can just focus on putting as much money into the ad spend. That's what I always say on the calls as well. You want to put as much money into the ad spend, please. You know, you have to put as much money into ad spend. I'd rather you, pay 1,000 towards me and put 5K into ad spend than, pay me 6K and put 2K in ad spend, right? So I always push that and preach that to them as much as possible, so they know, like they know the game, they know what it is straight away, right? In terms of, the middle one, same as before, and that's basically it for the pricings. I also have another pricing in terms of the growth operating side of SMAGA. If you guys want me to make a video on that and break down, the type of value that you bring in, that is I can do that. If you guys want me to post a video on like a live sales call that I've recorded quite a few for you guys. I just want to see that, intention that that's what you guys want. Let me know down below in the comment section. I'll make sure to upload that video so you can see what a live call looks like. But yeah, guys, that's literally it. That's all the things that make a good offer. But like I said, you can have the best offer in the world, but if you don't pitch it the right way, if you don't say it the right way, if you don't have the sales skills to a decent degree, it'll be hard to pitch any sort of service that has any sort of money. Even if there's no money up front, people can often hesitant, right? So you just have to be very, very, wary and very, very careful, and just make sure you're looking at a lot of the details as well, but don't overthink everything. Guys, thank you for watching the video. If you guys are new, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, turn on post notification. I appreciate all the love you guys have been showing on the channel, and the channel is going up slowly but surely. I appreciate you guys. See you guys in the next video. Peace.